Chess, where fights happen on 64 squares and every move is a carefully thought-out plan, there are times when things happen that go beyond the game. Moments like this happened when Alireza Firouzja, a rising star in the world of chess, got involved in a scandal involving Magnus Carlsen, the current world champion. But it wasn't just the great moves on the board that made this game famous. There were also claims, tensions, and a dramatic turn of events that made the chess community go wild. Magnus Carlsen was accused of cheating, and this is the story of how things turned into a game that no one will ever forget. So, in this video, we will look into the match when Magnus was accused of cheating. The accusation of cheating? This is the moment Alireza thought Magnus was cheating. And this cheating ultimately led to Alireza, one of the biggest up-and-coming prodigies in the chess world, losing a game where he had a material advantage. The game began with Alireza's opening move, pawn to e4, and Magnus responded with e5, leading to the Ruy Lopez opening. Magnus made an interesting move, bishop to b5, and Alireza responded with a6, forcing the bishop to move. The players continued to develop their pieces, and Alireza tried to keep as many pieces on the board as possible. As the game progressed, Magnus ended up in a better position, and the game seemed to be heading towards a draw. However, Magnus made a critical error, allowing Alireza to threaten checkmate on g8. With both players having very little time on their clocks, Magnus miscalculated and made a fatal mistake in the game, the queen's fatal move. Then comes a blunder, queen to f6. It's a terrible mistake that Alireza seized upon by immediately capturing the pawn on e5. They trade some pawns, and Alireza delivers a check with queen to b4, which Magnus clearly didn't see coming. Magnus starts to feel the pressure and plays c5, realizing his position is in trouble. Alireza capitalizes on this and goes after the black king. It gets even worse for Magnus as Alireza delivers another check with queen to c8, grabbing yet another pawn. In a last-ditch effort, Magnus offers a queen trade, hoping he can use his better endgame skills to escape. But little did Alireza know that this was the beginning of the end for him, the critical game phase. In a crucial game phase, Alireza finds himself 2 pawns ahead and boldly accepts the queen trade, believing in his ability to win even against the greatest player of all time. The game transitions into an opposite color bishop endgame, which is often known for ending in a draw. Alireza begins to advance his king, while Magnus has no choice but to shuffle his bishop back and forth. As Magnus desperately tries to find a miracle that will save the game, it looks like it will end in a tie. However, Alireza, with only seconds on his clock, starts making mistakes, possibly indicating what's to come. White has an outside pass pawn, a valuable asset. All Alireza needs to do is play bishop to c6, but nerves get the best of him, and he gives up his b5 pawn too soon. In a critical moment, Alireza could have played king to f7, setting the stage for his pawn's promotion. Unfortunately, the fear of losing another pawn leads him to make a significant mistake by playing e4. Magnus responds with king to b6, and Alireza plays e6. Unexpectedly, Alireza runs out of time and loses. He was not happy with the result, and the match claimed to be a draw. The main drama unfolds. The arbiter finds himself in a state of confusion, and the situation remains unclear. Suddenly, Alexander Grischuk steps into the audience to provide some clarity while Magnus remains calm, knowing he won't lose the game. Shortly after, the chief arbiter delivers unwelcome news to Alireza. Despite being 3 pawns down, Magnus manages to checkmate Alireza, securing his victory. The rules of the game don't consider the player's skill levels. The drama continues as Alireza raises complaints about Magnus's conduct, alleging that Magnus was speaking Norwegian and using foul language, which he found distracting. After a lengthy discussion, the arbiter takes Magnus's side, pointing out that Alireza should have raised his concerns during the game, not afterward. Despite Alireza's efforts to appeal, Magnus emerges as the winner. The match between Alireza and Magnus Carlsen will go down in chess history as one of the most famous ever. It was a game that had it all: accusations, tension, and ultimately, a winner. Magnus Carlsen emerged victorious, but the whispers of that match's controversies continued to resonate in the chess world. The drama, the claims, and the unexpected turn of events left an indelible mark in the chess community's memory. That's all for this video. Leave your thoughts on this moment. Also, take a minute out and subscribe to our channel. Stay tuned. See you soon.